What's up, nail geeks, and welcome back to another Beaux Rev Lacquer video. This is coming to you all past the launch, and I'm so irritated for that because I like to have my stuff ahead of time. So hopefully I'm a little more helpful in helping anyone make their purchasing with their hard-earned money. But USPS shenanigans aside, I have the collection here finally. I'm super pumped to show them to you. We have super strong shimmers to check out. We have a 5-piece collection called the Riviera Collection, and these are shimmer pastels as the official descriptions there. So let's dive in, let's check these out, and let's get dirty enabled because these are fantastic. We're going to start this tropical vacation off with La Côte d'Azur, and I am so sorry if I said that incorrectly and assaulted your ears with that pronunciation. This is described as a baby blue base with a magenta to golden shimmer. Overall, this entire collection has a strong palette cleansing feel, and I don't mean that in a neutral sort of sense. It just feels clean, giving me these linen sort of beach vibes. Azur has this crelly sort of feel to it. For opacity, I'm going to suggest 3 really light coats. Across the board, these have a heavier, almost viscous type of formula to them, so I would suggest building them up slow, which is my usual shtick at this point, and allowing it to give you the maximum shimmer payoff. They will dry down on the more flat side, so you'll want to use a good glossy top coat. And St. Tropez is a lavender base with aqua to violet shimmer. This one is one of my top picks in the set. This is so pretty. It's one of those truly uniformly flattering type of purples. I can see this looking great on any skin tone. Again, 3 coats is going to be your best friend with this. Now, the last couple of polishes in this set, including St. Tropez and the peach, and then there's the one more at the end, they had a thicker type formula in that I could see if that bothers you, you might want to use a touch of thinner. I personally didn't have an issue with that. I always say I like my polishes on the thicker side, and I don't mind a slower brush strokey sort of buildup, if that makes sense. So if you wanted to use thinner, I would just want to put out the PSA out there that treat it like salt. When you are cooking, you can add a couple of drops at a time, but you can't take out if you do too much. My macro shots and my swatches on St. Tropez, I loved how these came out so much. This is such a beautiful purple, and I know I'm saying that about a purple. And Monaco is a peach base with pink to red to gold shimmer. This is my second top pick in the set, and that is shocking for me. This is such an unusual type of peachy color. It pulled a bit on the peachy sort of orangey side on me. I think this will absolutely play up with your skin tone. So just know that it's going to pull on your undertones pretty well. I was chatting with my girlfriends about this, and if you're curious, Victoria and Lisa, of course, and we were chatting about how different it pulled on our skin tones, and just interesting in that regard. Anyways, this one self-leveled really well for me. It did have that thicker formula to it. So again, I went in just a bit slower on my brush strokes, kind of like thick peanut butter on toast, if you will. Finish with a good glossy top coat, a plumping one, as shimmers like these tend to give you a flatter type of dry down, and you're good to go. I just really liked this. I would dare say medium to deep skin tones, don't shy away from this. It's very interesting. And Canis is described as a pale pink base with magenta to orange to gold. I want to say this one's my super top pick. So if I had 3 and I had to rate them, and you guys are throwing pillows at me again, I'm going to say Canis is my number 1, Monaco is my number 2, and St. Tropez is my number 3. But that's not to say the first and the last one aren't my favorites too. This is just a nice set. And I also appreciate that it's a smaller set. So if you wanted to, say, catch 'em all Pokemon card style, it might be a little more feasible to do so. Anyways, I am having lots and lots of contemplation time with my coffee this morning. Apparently, I just want to talk. So Canis has a similar formula. This leaned incredibly neutral on me. I do agree it's a pink base, but it almost has a slightest bit of a taupe lean on me. Regardless, it's beautiful. This is really, again, palette cleansing. I know I'm repeating myself at this point. I just felt a clean sort of sense from this collection. This is almost what I would consider an amped up neutral, kind of giving me a bit of like office vibes. And then lastly, we've got Nice. This is a mint green base with green to light pink shimmer. This one's really pretty, and the official description stating that it's got a green to light pink shimmer. I do see the pink on more extreme angles. You can kind of see it a little bit in the center of my nail here on the actual swatching portion, but in person and kind of on my photos, you can sort of see it. The shimmer almost took on a silvery sort of look, and that's of course playing up with that base color. Nice has a creamier sort of formula to it, very similar to the first one, in that I don't see the need for thinner or anything, but it did apply very, very smooth. So across the board, I'm going to repeat myself again. 3 coats for the collection, build it up nice and slow to get maximum shimmer payoff. And we're going to pack our bags and get ready for the airport off of our trip with the Willet Topper segment. This is where I use a black swatch stick to demonstrate if polishes have layering capabilities. Now I mentioned these have heavier types of formulas to them in a crelly cream sort of sense. And I'm going to caution on the lighter color ones, like that first one especially. You might see a bit of unevenness, and if you decide to wear these over an undie of some sort. So I would just caution, they do apply like milky type of finishes over really dark. Just something to be cautious about. I think these can be layered over either matchy match colors. I think across the board, you can play up against these and it would look really cool and possibly even conserve your bottle if you wanted to do that. And on Nice, you can see that shimmer takes on more of a pinky sort of look, but you can also kind of get an idea of that silvery sort of lean too. So they're currently available now. I will link you guys below to Beaux Rêves website if you want to grab them. If you have not, you can get them for $12 each or $55 for the full 5-piece collection. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.